so welcome everyone to this Meet the Dean session. And before I start, let me just remind once again on the recording that this is being recorded, and therefore if you do not want to be on the recording, then please do not start your videos, and perhaps you can send message in chat. I'm going to give updates. I have quite a number of updates actually, and then I'll open the session for you to ask me any questions, whatever you have. I see there are quite a number of students who have joined here, so I would like to also a little bit hear what your experience is and anything that we can do to support. And that's something is what our college is about. We believe in student success, and not just student success. We believe in student first. What it means is that how can we make our students' aspirations and dreams realized? How can we prepare them for future, not just once you finish your degree, but how in 10 years time, 15 years time, you still find your whatever is knowledge and skills you are gaining here, that you have possibility to use them, and at least we give you something that you can learn whatever new comes in, that you have those skills, that you are able to learn those as and when new things are discovered or new things are that they come in picture. So I'll start first of all with some student support, and I'm going to use chat quite a lot, and then you can actually save the chat if you wanted to. Not all of it is going to be useful for everybody, but whatever is useful for you, then please take that away. So I get asked a lot of questions about resources, scholarships. The financial needs, that has been an issue at the moment for everybody. COVID has not really helped in that situation. We had so much budget cuts everywhere. I'm not just talking university, but people have lost jobs. They have been so stressed because of their families' health, and so on. And of course, on-campus jobs dried up, which were supporting a lot of students. So I'm going to post here some scholarships that our departments provide. Now, not all scholarships are available all the time. So here are the links for different departments that scholarships departments provide the scholarships. So information science, learning technologies, and linguistics. Also graduate assistantships available. Please go through these websites, check out the timeline, the due dates, and so on. Important thing to understand here is that the selection process is generally a wholesome process, a very holistic process, which means that it's not just your grades, but overall your performance, your overall portfolio, that counts. Admissions committee take that into account. One of the important requirement is the references from your professors. What it means is that you really need to get to know your professors and let them know about you. So the classes you are taking, be active in those classes. Ask good questions, and again, ask questions that you really feel that you need answers to. Don't make up the questions, because it's very easy to figure out that you are asking just to pass the time, nothing else. But if you ask good questions that you really need answers for, then your teachers will start to notice you. Also, of course, prepare as good as you can so that they can see your performance, and then reach out to them. Look at their profile first. What kind of research they are doing, what projects they are involved in. Try to analyze how you can help in those. One of the things that I can tell you, if you send a message to a professor, here is my CV, I need a job, chances are you are not going to even get a reply. They are very busy and they get such emails quite often. But if you say, I looked at your website, you are involved in this project, I saw that this is the kind of things, if I understand correctly, this is the kind of thing you are doing, and here is what I have done in this area, and here is how I can help. Do you have any opportunity? That's the kind of thing that, oh, yeah, you actually put time on it. You actually try to understand what we are doing. Those are the kind of things that you should keep in mind. Okay. Also, there are a lot of resources that university provides. For example, we have learning center, writing center, and for those who need some sort of emotional support, the counseling and testing center. Even in emergencies, we have food pantry in our Discovery Park advising office. So also on UNT main campus. So I'm going to post another link here that has quite a lot of information about all these different resources. In addition, there is writing center that we get asked quite a lot about it because especially things like plagiarism. There have been a lot of cases when students do not understand what plagiarism is or do not have proper information about it, and then they get caught. And one of the things that we are seeing right now is really a rise in plagiarism, but looks like more that it's not something that is innocent plagiarism. You have one mistake and you get told about it and you correct it. That's human nature. But we have seen more about people arguing that no, that's not the case, and then they get second strike, and then that kind of thing. Learning from it is very important. So please go through these resources. See, especially we are public university. We have policies in place, we have procedures in place, and every student has the same treatment. So we cannot change the policies for one student. That will not be fair for anybody else. So please keep in mind that there are these policies that you should know about. There are procedures that you should know about. Academic integrity is very important. And writing center, where you learn about these kind of things, about what plagiarism is, what you should avoid, how to how to write better, all those kind of things. There is help available. Similarly, with all what is going on right now with the so much stress, there are counseling services available. So I'm putting this resource here where you can book appointments with the counselors, and they can help you go through the difficult times. There are also some tutoring services available. Let me first post the link, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about that. So in tutoring services, we have a number of different types of tutoring available. We have one-on-one tutoring, where you can schedule an appointment with a lead tutor who will help you and navigate the course content. Drop-in tutoring, it offers students the ability to work with lead tutors without an appointment. Just drop in. Ask a tutor. If you have a question and don't need actual appointment, just submit a question, and generally 48 hours maximum turnaround time. There is also something called TutorTube, where there are helpful videos available from our lead tutors on common challenging course concepts in a variety of subjects. Check them out. Okay, so all those are links, all those services are available on the link that I gave you about tutoring. For master's students and PhD students, there is also something called Dissertation Bootcamp. Those who are preparing for the dissertation at any level, master's or PhD, our graduate school, Toulouse Graduate School, provides a very helpful this activity called Dissertation Bootcamp. This it's called the Eagle Thesis and Dissertation Bootcamp, which is designed to provide kind of a supportive environment for intense, focused writing time. Check this out. Those of you who are interested, who are in masters and PhD students, this may be very helpful for you. There are also many other services available for our masters and doctoral students. So that's something that I'm going to post link for. There are things like professional development workshops. There are writing support, statistical supports. Many of our students need the kind of support in their research, statistical support that you can find there. There is also Learning Center, Counseling Center, UNT. I don't know how many of you know UNT has actually 6 libraries. And just a kind of a trivia, there are 7 million pages of digital content that they carry. So something, to think about. You have a lot of support available. There is also something very interesting, that is student money management. You can learn how to better budget your money and loans in the Money Management Center. There is also a new program that is being developed right now called Mentorship Program. And Lisa, I would like if you could tell us a little bit more about that.
Sure, I'd be happy to talk about that. First of all, welcome to all of you. There's so many of you here. It's nice to see your interest in talking to the dean. And we're excited to tell you about some ways that you can improve your experience here at UNT. And one of them is the mentorship program that he mentioned. It just went live in December, and I've been collecting applications from students. I have about 35 applications from students, but I know we have a lot more students than that. So if you would like to be connected with a mentor in your field, you can sign up. And I believe that the dean is going to put the link in the chat. You can sign up at the mentoring program. And once you've filled out your mentee application, it's going to take a little while because I'm still collecting applications, but you will be matched up with a mentor, and we'll have a expectations meeting. And then after that, you and your mentor will meet twice a semester minimum. If you want to meet more than that and you're both agreeable to it, you can do more. So please sign up if you think a mentor would be helpful for you. And then on the other hand, some of you might be already out there in the working world. If you're working on a PhD, maybe you already work in industry and you think you'd be better suited as a mentor to an undergraduate. So when you sign up, you're welcome to sign up as a mentee. I think most of you will be. But if you want to be a mentor and you think you have something to offer, please sign up as a mentor. Does anyone have questions about the mentoring program?
Yes, there is a question. Can we apply for this at any time, like fall semester?
So right now we're collecting applications for the spring semester, but we'll be doing it again in the fall. So if you're not ready right now and you want to wait till the fall, there will be an open, I'll have 2 times a year where it's open for applications for about a month period. Then it'll close, and then the process will begin, and then it'll open again a semester later. Does that make sense? Okay, good.
Thank you. Okay, so another thing that I want to also mention is that career preparation. That is something, I don't know how many of you actually listened to our president's State of the University talk that he gave late last year. This year, my university is, this has been an issue for some time, but as we move forward, career preparation, student success, how do we really prepare our students for career? So there has been a lot of work that is happening behind the scene for career preparation. Those of you who, for example, are looking for internships, those who are looking for jobs. I don't know if you actually follow us on LinkedIn. Let me post a link for that. We post there the lot of internship opportunities, lot of job opportunities. So if you have not already looked at it, please follow this group, and you will see, quite a lot of very regularly we post internships and job opportunities. There is also a career center. Some of you probably know the career center at the university level that helps graduate students seeking job placement, internships, career changes, even free business cards. Something that you can really benefit from. And university is currently hiring a number of career coaches, and they will be embedded in the college. So we would have a career coach available within the college. Once we will announce that, so that you have possibility to make appointments and get help from the career coach. Shifting gears a little bit, again, keeping the same about student support, university also has a lot of software available for students. Even some of it is available for you to install on your own machine. You don't have to worry about using university machine. And I'm going to give you this link. If you click on this link, you will be able to filter it. I think currently it is set as student device. So it should give you immediately the kind of software that that you can download on your own, you can install on your own computer. But check out, there are a number of filters. You will be able to change filters and see what kind of software is available and for what kind of devices we have possibility to provide you, because it all depends on the licensing that is available for particular software. So some software the manufacturer allows for downloading to a student device, some software not. So that's something that you can check. There is also the lot of while you are learning at university, but your courses, there are also many other types of learning that that is available. So for example, there are videos available for technical aspects, leadership, many different. If you have heard about, it used to be called lynda.com, and now it has been taken by LinkedIn. So it's called LinkedIn Learning. And means I use those videos for leadership, for example, leadership skills. There is a participatory leadership, servant leadership. There are a lot of different types of leaderships that I would like to know. There are also technical videos for technical software and many others that you can check out. Okay, then also, okay, there is something. Okay, there is Sandy has posted some links in between here. Okay, so then we have also graduate student travel grants that are available from Toulouse Graduate School. I'm going to post the link for that. And then the thing about it is that it does require matching from the department. So you should have secured $100 to $500 match already from the department, college, or another appropriate source, and then these funds are then matched on one-on-one basis. So eligible graduate students may apply for a maximum of $500 matching funds with a maximum total of $4,000 with the department and college contribution. So again, these are going to be competitive, certainly because budgets are limited, but there are some good sources available. I'm also going to put here information about undergraduate student travel grants. There is something called route pay travel grant for undergraduates. Check that out. That's through Student Government Association. So that's something also interesting. Okay, before I go further, are there any questions or anything? I don't think so. Okay, I'm going to share something with you through a PowerPoint. Okay, I hope you can see it. Yes. Okay, so as you probably know, we have 3 departments in our college: learning technologies, information science, and linguistics. So learning technologies, it focuses on enhancing learning and performance through innovative research, teaching, and service in areas such as learning technologies, information, language, and computing technology, advanced learning, training, cognitive development, and human performance. These are the areas, kind of careers you can get: webmaster, instructional design specialist, software developer, game designer, trainers also. Yeah, some are missing here. Basically anything to do with instructional design and instructional technology, that's learning technology is about. Our master's program in learning technology 100% online. So those who who are not either on campus or in nearby area, they can take that. PhD program has 2 modes. One is residential, people who want to attend classes on campus, but then we also have fully online program called distributed program, we call it, for those who cannot attend on campus or who are working, who do not have possibility to attend on classes on campus. So then we have information science program. Again, the graduate programs that are available there are library science, information science, and data science. And also we have PhD program, which has a number of concentrations. This PhD program is very interesting because it has concentrations from wide variety, including journalism, including merchandising, data science, information science, of course, quite a number of health informatics is also part of health informatics. Actually has concentration in masters also. So there are a number of different these programs available. And then linguistics, where we have graduate programs, MA in linguistics, MA in ESA. Of course, all these three departments also have bachelor's programs, but I'm assuming that whoever is here already is either in a bachelor program or further. So the information I'm presenting is more for graduate programs. Okay, then we have some very interesting events coming up. There is something called Code Series, which is Career Opportunities Direction Exploration Code Series. This series basically connects our alums and experts to students. Okay, the next one that is coming up is on January 26th. At 10 a.m. The speaker is, how do you pronounce, Lisa, his name? Shad?
That's right, it's Shad.
Shad
it's not
Griffin?
his real name, it's a nickname.
Oh,
his real name's
Shad.
Jonathan, but he goes by Shad.
Shad Griffin, he is data scientist at IBM. He will be presenting his views on building AI that is fair, transparent, and trustworthy. So those who are interested in this area don't have to be in data science program. You can still join and learn from this. So that's the purpose for these kind of talks, that wide variety of our students and others can learn from these. And then we have something called Discovery Series, where we invite impactful speakers from industry, academia, and nonprofits to present their work, but also to exchange ideas. And then the next one coming up is Justin Reich. Is that correct? On January 28th at 1:30 p.m. And he will discuss his book Failure to Disrupt: Why Technology Alone Can't Transform Education. So you're most welcome to attend these. If you just go to ci.unt.edu, and you will be able to just explore various links there. You will find a link for the Code Series. You'll find a link for Discovery Series. Just check it out there. And we also have some student and alumni highlights. Two of them I mentioned here. Kimberly Keaton, who is our alumnus for masters and current PhD student in information science, and she was selected to receive the National Trust for Historic Preservation Diversity Scholarship. And then we have Matthew Zuniga, who is our Master of Science in Library Science alum. He was awarded Teacher of the Year at his campus, and he says, as I was graduating from UNT for completely redoing our library and taking it over as a teacher librarian. One of the biggest takeaways from the UNT Information Science program was how kind, understanding, and empathetic the professors were throughout this pandemic. So read more these if you would like to. We have a whole section at our college website, ci.unt.edu/news, and we also have a newsletter that you can subscribe there, which will keep you informed of all the things that are happening in our college. Okay, I'm going to unshare this screen. And at this point, we have some questions here. No. Okay.
I asked them a question. I asked them if they knew about these lectures, because we have informed them through UNT Mail and also on social media. And I hope most of them are following there. We definitely try to inform them.
Sounds good. Yeah.
And Lauren says she's been receiving these announcements on emails. And Stephanie says she's a new student, so she hadn't received them. So Stephanie, make sure you read your UNT mail and also follow us on social media.
Yeah. So quite a lot of these announcements go to your UNT email address. And if you are not checking those, then you are missing out a lot of very important information, because when UNT central system sends anything to students, they send it to your UNT address. So please make sure that you read your UNT email and not just your Gmail and others. Okay. Now, a few more updates on our health and wellness. So first of all, university provides a lot of updates on what's going on and how you can be prepared, and that is at healthalerts.unt.edu. There is also COVID testing, and that is available for free for students. So you have to show your card, student card, and the link is there. There are actually 2 or 3 different places where testing happens regularly. So please, make sure that you know these if you need anytime this service. Now, if unfortunately you get COVID, you get affected by it, you get exposed by it, then it is very important to report it at covid@unt.edu, so that you can get proper guidance on what to do, how to how to quarantine, how long to quarantine, and all that kind of information, who needs to quarantine, all that. So they will provide further guidance. So please make sure that whenever you have a situation with COVID, you inform covid@unt.edu. They are very helpful. They provide all the guidance, and so of course, if you have testing at one of the UNT locations, testing locations, then they get automatically reported for any positive cases. Okay. There is also another website that is very important for faculty, staff, students, for everyone, and that is called Return to Learn. It's vpaa.unt.edu/return. And there you will find guidance on learning and instruction, the latest guidance on whatever semester currently going on and what's coming up in future. So UNT has a number of teams currently that are monitoring the situation in terms of cases, in terms of how things are happening on campus, and based on that, latest updates are provided on this website. So that's something that worth looking at. Okay. Switching gears a little bit. Okay, there's some message here. I'm just wondering what was the message. Okay, there is a question, and that is, the master's program seems quite applied, geared toward gaining knowledge and understanding related to advancing career in LT or in developing one. If my ultimate goal is a research PhD, and if I choose the research and evaluation focus for the master's program, will that be adequate preparation for acceptance into the PhD one? So the thing is, here is what I would suggest you do. You take an appointment with advisors. That's the best way, because very difficult to give advice here without knowing your background, without knowing what preparations that you already have, and how the master's program will basically complement to that. So now there's another portion of the question of this query is about can I apply the master's program without GRE scores? So at UNT, different programs have different requirements. So you really need to check. Typically, GRE is needed for PhD programs and some of the master's programs. For example, in College of Information, our master's program do not require GRE. So check out the requirements for each program. Now, who is the director for information science course? So for any who is the advisor? Sorry, advisor. So for advisor, let me give you a link where you will find all the information about our advisors. Okay. And on this link, you will find information about how to make appointments with our advisors. Okay. So there is actually a system called appointments.unt.edu. That's where you generally make appointments, but they also have drop-in sessions for graduate students. So those sessions actually, yeah, they will run perhaps till today. Afterwards, you will just make appointment through the appointment system. But check out this website. It will tell you all about what are the different ways you can contact our advisors. Okay. Yeah, CI advising is there, but they prefer if you want to make appointment, then please make appointment through appointment.unt.edu, because otherwise this mailbox gets really blocked up and then everybody gets delayed. So that's why the link that I gave, please follow that. That would be important. Okay. And we have some new colleagues who have joined our program, our college lately. We have a new chair for the Department of Linguistics, Dr. William Salman. He joined actually just this week. We also have two clinical assistant professors joining us, Dr. Haihua Chen and Dr. Vai Kurani. They will be joining, their paperwork is going on. To bring them to campus. They should be joining sometime in 2 to 3 weeks. We also have a new director for marketing and outreach who you can see right now. That's Lisa Hollinger. We also have new communications officer, Miss Sandra Edgar. She's posting, as some of you may have seen, you have seen the postings in chat from her. And then we have a research proposal manager, Ms. Kasha Miluski. She helps our faculty in putting together grant proposals, submitting them for research. And also we have a new assistant to the Department of Information Science chair, Ms. Penny Light. And finally, we have also a new advisor, and I'm going to quickly check that name because she joined very recently, and her name is Faith Espindola, and she has joined very recently. So these are all people who are there to help you, and yeah, so you will be hearing from them time to time as there is need. Okay. Any question? Okay, there are some questions that are coming personally to me. So it wouldn't make any difference. I'm going to read them out anyway. So it says, once we're done with masters, do we get placements? So again, placement, there is no guarantee for placement. However, our programs are nationally ranked, many of them. They're quality programs, so we have not heard our students not getting placements. University also had a number of career fairs that students can attend. We have a lot of industry that that provide us information about their jobs that we post in our social media. So if you are following all that, then you should be able to get a lot of information about it. But of course, it all depends on how prepared you are, how you are, working on your degree, what kind of grades you are getting. All that that helps in the process. So one of the things that also you should know that our professors they work very closely with industry. So working with professors, getting involved in their research projects, reaching out to them, showing the capabilities that you have, working hard, that all helps in the process. So yes, and the link that I gave before, Career Center link, check that out, reach out to our career counselors there, and they will be also able to tell you more about what kind of opportunities that are coming up in terms of placements. There are a number of placement fairs that university organizes. At some point, due to COVID, of course, there has been some impact. But for example, in 2020, there are about 70 different career fairs over whole university. So there are quite a lot of industry that come to campus or used to come to campus. Nowadays, of course, a lot of them are virtual. Okay, I was telling about quality of the program. We have, for example, our health informatics concentration in information science that is ranked first in Texas and 7th in the nation by US News and World Report. Our graduate media library science program ranked first in Texas and 10th in the nation by US News and World Report. Our undergraduate information science program is ranked 11th in the nation by for best value by collegefactual.com. Similarly, online masters in learning technology program ranked second for best value by collegevaluesonline.com. If you are interested to know more about our rankings, I give you a link where you will find all the different program rankings for our college and for other colleges, of course. So check this out. This page will give you college information, but then just go one step up and then you'll be able to see many others. Okay. We also have at college a leadership board, and that board is that includes both alumni and external partners, external experts, and they provide a lot of advice. But also, we are working on developing internship opportunities with some of them and with their help. So we have opportunities, for example, used to be from Amigos Library Services, Capital One, and others. We used to have internships from there. Currently, we are also running a pilot to prepare our students for proper internships with certain flavor. And as more details become available, then we will announce those details to everybody. I cannot emphasize enough that our social media is where you will find a lot of information, and that's something that you should follow. I'm going to give you links for our social media in a moment, but let me read. There is one question here. It says, is the health insurance included in the fee that we pay, or should that be paid separately? How can we know more about more information about health insurance? Is there any specific person that students need to get? Registrar's website has a lot of information. Let me give you information on this. I'll tell you. Okay, so I suggest you go to this website, which is UNT Tuition Estimator, and that has a lot of information. If you actually go further on that on this website, so for example, okay, let me tell you a little more on tuition cost. I think this one will give you even more. Yeah. So there is another website that is very that has a lot of information, which is on admissions website. So these are part of registrar's area, and you will find a lot of information. And I do not know personally about whether health insurance is included or not. But if you send a message to me, I'll be able to forward it to whoever can help you with that question. Just send me an email, and then I'll be able to provide you that. Okay, so with that, there is okay. Let me provide the information on our social media. So we have LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. Here are the links for that. I suggest you go there and either join or like or whatever, so that you start to get information on those. Also, we would like to hear from you. So your academic victories, whatever achievements you have, we would like to hear from you, and we would like to celebrate them on our social media and our newsletter and so on. So things like, you got your paper accepted in a conference, or you had a successful internship, or you received an award. So reach out to ci-dean@unt.edu. You can send the information there. And also there is Sandy, can you post the CI? I think there is a CI news link also we have. Okay, there is a YouTube link here somehow. I'm not sure what that is. Okay. This is our YouTube channel. Okay. I think Sandy is posting our social media links. Okay, and then we have this COI news@unt.edu, where you can send your messages, whatever achievements you have, so that we can then celebrate them with you. Okay, then we also have a number of student organizations. I hope you are aware of them, but if you are not, then I'm going to post these for you. And if you are not already part of those, I strongly recommend that you become part of those, because they have a lot of events, a lot of information that will help you in your career and also during your studies. So we have association, for example, in linguistics called Student Linguistics Association of North Texas. Their mission is to develop an environment in which linguists, both faculty and students, can share their knowledge, interest, and current research with the overall goal of facilitating our intellectual growth. We have UNT Data Science Organization that promotes interest in the emerging field of data science and represents student needs regarding events, computational resources, facilities, and other support. There is also Library and Information Sciences Student Association called LISA, which is sponsored. It's sponsored by the Department of Information Science, and the purpose is to enhance the academic and professional careers of students in library and information sciences. There is also Association for Information Science and Technology, ASSIST. So there are these different associations. If you are not already part of them, if you have not joined them, it's very strongly recommend. I will recommend that you join them. Cloud engineering means, again, there is no degree in cloud engineering at UNT, but data science covers quite a lot of cloud, so check that out. Information science also covers, so check out LISA and data science, and also assist them. And if something is missing there in those, take leadership, propose that there, so that those areas are also covered. Okay, at this point, I would like to invite our students to ask questions or tell their experiences. I would like to hear from both new and existing students, the students who have been continuing. Of course, we know that budgets are limited. We know financial resources are needed, and university is doing as much as it can about that. So while you may want to mention that if you like to, but that let's talk also about other topics. Anything that in terms of your learning, your your classes, anything that your experiences. So you can type the message, or you can just open your microphone, I suppose, and talk if you would like to. But make sure, because we are recording. So if you do not want to get noticed, then typing is the best.
Hey Kinchik, this is Yashwant. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, how can I help you?
I just wanted to know, will our university provide sponsorship for doing certifications?
Which certifications you are talking about?
Cloud certifications.
So no, we don't have any sponsorship for that. We have our own programs within those programs. But certainly those programs should prepare you for different things. But if you have particular, certificate that you are looking at and what preparation, then I suggest that you reach out to advisors. I gave you the link and advisors will be able to check that out and provide you information. But we do not provide sponsorships, because that generally is provided by companies for their employees. Universities provide their own programs, basically.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I have just been really impressed with how supportive all the faculty and the COI has been. Thank you. As a mature returning student, I was nervous about jumping back in. I received my last master's 20 years ago, but they have made it all seem manageable. It is all manageable. It is all manageable. So, okay, I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to type my email address. Okay, reach out to me if you need any help, but I can tell you one thing. If you need help, first check our websites, because our websites are up to date. Because if you write to me about something and it's very easily accessible on the website, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, go to the website. But if you can't find, just tell me that, yeah, I tried website, I can't find, no problem. Okay, and I'm quite fast in responding. So, and if I don't know something, I'll find it out for you, or I'll forward you to somebody who can help you. So reach out to me anytime. I've just put my email address there, and I'm very accessible. We are at the moment working a little bit remotely, and as the situation. So, but we are still in office majority of time, and yeah, if my door is open, then you are most welcome. I generally keep it open unless I have to close it for some particular meeting. But so I'm on the second floor in Discovery Park. Reach out to me. Any other questions? Okay, going once. Yeah, can I have your LinkedIn? Yeah, of course. My LinkedIn is, I think the easiest is just do a search on Kinshuk UNT LinkedIn. I suppose that would be the easiest, because even I'll have to find out what my LinkedIn is. Let me see. How do I find out what my LinkedIn is? Okay, here is my LinkedIn. I'll give you. Here is my LinkedIn. Okay. Anything? Okay, there is a question here, I suppose. Okay, I'm an online student in. Let's see if I can. Oh.
You want me to read it, Dean Kinshuk?
Yeah, no, I can just. I'm trying to pop it out. Yeah, then it's easier for me to read. It was very small window. Okay, now I'm going to read it. I'm an online student in the MS Library Science program. I really appreciated my time at UNT, and my experiences with the professors have been wonderful. My one criticism is that for online-only classes, there are often synchronous sessions scheduled, but it is hard to know when those sessions will be held unless you fully enroll in the class or contact the professor prior to enrollment. I would encourage more transparency about synchronous sessions, such as in the UNT catalog. Professors may say synchronous sessions are recorded, attendance is not required, but I have found that being able to live sessions when available is one of the best ways of staying engaged with the coursework. I agree with you. I am going to take it up. So thank you for this feedback. I really appreciate this.
Hi, I came in kind of late. I was in another meeting. I just wanted to know if kind of like the purpose of this meeting was to kind of give our feedback, or what the format of today was.
Very informal format. I gave some updates. This is a Meet the Dean session with no agenda in advance. If you have any questions, you can ask here any questions to me. And I provided a lot of updates. So if you came late, that becomes difficult, because you will not be able to see the chat of anything that was posted before you came here. So yeah, difficult. No, actually, not really, because we will be posting the recording. We are recording this session, and we will be posting this on YouTube. So yeah, then you will be able to hear everything there.
Okay, thank you. Perfect.
Okay, any other questions?
Dean, this is Najendra. I have a quick question.
Yeah.
I'm like a master student enrolled spring 2022.
Mhm.
I have a couple of classes which are like in-person classes.
Mhm.
Like suppose like due to some reason, if we are not able to like make up like a couple of classes, I'm not sure whether they have like Zoom links or not, whether it can be like a Zoom links can be added to those in-person classes or not, is my
Okay.
question.
Yeah, so it depends a number of factors. One, our international students, by the requirement of their visa, must take in-person classes. Otherwise, they will violate their visa requirements and they will be deported. So for those students, certainly this is not an option at all. For others, also, it all depends on how the situation goes. It's like when the COVID was really very, very much on peak, federal government did change the requirements and they allowed international students to take online classes. Similarly, it depends on the course itself, what kind of course that is. And so teachers are empowered to make decision based on the situation of the course. So in some courses, it is important that it is held in person for the interaction that needs to take place. It's not about just listening. That's not really the courses in some sense. Course means that you are really having some proper learning and discussion there rather than just listening to a Zoom to something in Zoom. But it depends on the course. There are some other courses where even synchronous Zoom sessions have a lot of interactions. You really need to reach out to your teacher and figure out with them whichever course that what arrangements are there in that particular course. In terms of situation with overall university, as I mentioned before, university is monitoring very heavily, and there are two sites that you should be looking at, which will provide you information as we move forward. One is healthalerts.unt.edu, and second is vpaa.unt.edu/return. So these are the two sites where you will find more information in general. But if you are talking about one particular course that you are taking, then it's the teacher of the course that will be able to provide you what options are available there.
Okay, yep, thank you.
Do we have monthly newsletter for data science program? No, there are no monthly newsletters for the programs. There is certainly college level newsletter, and different programs provide information differently. For example, in courses, you have a lot of information coming through Canvas, and your teachers provide the information, whatever is needed. There are also sometimes if there is an important message that needs to go out, then certainly from dean or from chair, the message go out to all the students. They go out to your UNT email address. Just please make sure that you are checking that address very regularly and in real time in some sense. Okay, anything else, anybody, before I close the session? Okay, if not, then thank you very much for joining me. And as I mentioned, I'm very happy to be contacted by you. My email address is kinshuk@unt.edu. So okay, I'm going to just read one last message here and then I'll close. And that is, I feel really glad that I made it to UNT for this spring semester of 2022. It has been a wonderful campus and everyone is so helpful. I would like to inform you that I have missed the deadline to pay my fee due to my traveling advances. I wasn't aware of the date and time to pay the fee, and I was not aware of procedure as well. I thought I could pay the fee once I reach here. Due to this, all the courses I have registered till date have been dropped, and I got to register them from the schedule. Yes, certainly that's why we ask that please check your UNT email very carefully, because you would have received messages there reminding you of the deadlines. Yeah, right now, I suggest that you reach out to our advisors, make appointment with their advisors, and they should be able to help you in that. You can also reach out to our student financial services. So it's sfs. I think it's, let me just do a search first so that I don't give you wrong address, but yes, sfs.unt.edu. That's student financial services. You can also reach out there to people and they will be able to help. Okay, then thank you very much. Have a wonderful time. And if you have any questions, anything you can't find on website or any other place, I'm very happy to help you with any questions you have. Thank you and have a great day.